Hi PU1 and PU2 students. So definitely your unit test is round the corner. Very soon it is starting for most of the students from August 11 to 14, and this is the first exam that you are going to write in the new academic year. So definitely there will be so many confusions, there might be some stress, some clarity that you might need. So in this video I am going to discuss everything that you need to know about the unit test 1, okay, or we can say first quarterly examination. Okay, so let's check out here what all things I have to discuss. So some important details about this exam, then we'll talk about some question paper also, who is preparing, what is the total mark and all different things, what's the passing mark, etc, etc. Then what you should be preparing before the performance, means what to do best in your exam, what all things you should have clarity in your mind, what all things you need to prepare from beforehand, what all things you have to think before going to the examination, that also we will discuss. And lastly I'll give you one golden tip that you need to follow. Sorry, not one, two golden tips I have for you. Okay, so let's get started with the first thing. So first of all, what all things you should be knowing, the basic information about the examination. So the syllabus and the timetable for this particular examination, it is different for different students, right? So this exam is conducted in different districts, in different time, different syllabus also. So for syllabus and timetable, please concern your teachers. Okay, whatever syllabus, so it is not a uniform syllabus throughout the Karnataka, or even it is not a uniform syllabus throughout one district. Okay, so it may change, everything depends on your school or college. So for syllabus and timetable, please discuss with your faculties, with your teachers, with your principal. They will give you the correct information. But if I say for, especially for most of the students, the date exam is starting from, oh sorry, one second. Yeah, the exam is starting from 11th of August, okay, for maximum students. But again, there are so many students with different timetable. So when is your unit test 1 starting? Do comment down and let us know. Okay, now moving to the second thing, that is maths and language. I'll talk about the marks here. So in maths and language examination, language means English or Kannada, Hindi, Sanskrit, French, whatever you have chosen as your second language. So in maths and language, the full mark is 40 and the passing mark will be 14. Okay, so make sure that the minimum mark that you should be getting should be more than 14. Please don't fail in the examination. At least that much effort, that much you should definitely target for 40 out of 40, but still this is the minimum, you should not go beyond this, right? Next we'll talk about science subjects, that is physics, chemistry, bio or computer science. Here the total mark is 35 and the passing mark is 11. Clear? So this is again important, so that you have that confidence, you have that I'll pass in the subject, I'll definitely get a very good mark. Okay, and I want all of you to get at least 30 plus out of 35 and 35 plus out of 40, and you can do it because the syllabus is less and you have time for preparation, so it is possible. But still, this is the minimum limit. Okay, I'm telling you the last limit, you should not go below this marks. Make sure, please note it down. Now moving to the next important thing, that is question paper. We will talk a lot of discussions about question paper is there, who prepares, who checks, what's the pattern and everything. So I'll tell you first of all, if it is prepared by is the district board or lecturers. So see, actually this is not very open that who prepares this question paper. Generally students of one district should have one question paper, but again that is also not followed every time. Some year it is followed, some year it is not followed. So according to my knowledge, sometimes it is prepared by the lecturers of the college only, sometimes it is prepared by the district board. Okay, state board is different, district board is different, so please be sure here. Now difficulty level, this is a moderate examination. You won't get very difficult questions or very easy questions. It's a mix of easy and difficult questions, and the paper questions are almost predictable. Okay, next time duration, very important. You have 1.5 hours or 1 hour 30 minutes or 90 minutes. Okay, so you have this much time to complete this paper. For 40 marks also it is 1.5 hour, for 35 marks also it is 1.5 hours. Now ma'am, question paper reading time. So if you remember, in your final board examinations, you get 10 to 15 minutes before the question paper to read the question paper, right? To select the choices, to select the questions that you are going to attempt. So do we have that provision in the unit test also? The answer here unfortunately is no. Okay, so you don't have time there to read the question paper, to decide the questions, to understand the question pattern. You should be pre-prepared for this one. Okay, next we have question paper and blueprint. So here also you have to ask the faculty. The reason here is, since there is not a single board which is preparing the question paper, there are multiple people who are involved, and it is on the individual level, it's individually, college wise, school wise, the question papers are also prepared. So we cannot have a definite pattern for this. So you can definitely talk to your faculties to discuss the question pattern so that you don't face problem here. Okay, so please talk to your faculties and let them ask that they will be discussing the question pattern for you. But I will be discussing for chemistry that I have found in certain districts. I have gone through certain papers. What was the pattern? I'll definitely tell you for that particular paper, but that is again not a fixed one. Okay, now coming to the evaluation, so it will be evaluated by your own faculty. The papers are not going to the board or anywhere. It will be evaluated in your college, with your faculties, and you will be evaluated or getting marks from them. Okay, now I'll be taking a moment here to discuss the question pattern, okay, for chemistry only. Question pattern for chemistry. Okay, this is what I have observed in one or two papers. Okay, so I'm again repeating, this is not fixed. This was in some of the papers that I have seen. So here what you will have, first section A. Okay, section A will have how many questions? Section A will have here 9 questions. Okay, so we have 6 MCQ plus 3 FIB, that is fill in the blanks. So out of these 9 questions, if it is there, so how much marks you will be getting? 9 marks. If your total marks here will be 9. Now coming to section B. Okay, section B is 2 marker questions. Okay, and you will be given total here 4 questions. Okay, 4 questions will be given. Just a minute. Yeah. 4 questions will be given, and out of that you have to attempt any 2 questions. Okay, out of 4 questions you have to attempt 2 questions, and each question carries 2 marks. So the total mark here becomes 4 for you. Okay, now comes section C. Okay, section C is for 3 marks, and remember, so this is your, here we get question number 1 and 2. Okay, the MCQ is question number 1, fill in the blanks is question number 2. Then here you have question number 3, where you have to write 2 marker questions. Here we have 2 sections, the section number, question number 4 and question number 5. Here in question number 4, you will be getting the 3 marker questions from inorganic chemistry, or I can say from D and F block. Okay, here also you have to attempt 2 questions out of 4 questions. Okay, so here in this particular 4th question, there will be 2 questions you have to attempt. Each question carries 3 marks, so you are getting 6 marks here. And coming to now here, you have to attempt 1 question out of 2 questions, and this will be from your physical chemistry, or I can say solutions chapter. Okay, so that will be again a 3 mark question. Now we will go to section D here. Section D, here also this is question number 6, and here you will have again 2 questions out of 4 questions, and this one is your 5 marker questions, and you will have questions from haloalkanes and haloarenes. Okay, haloalkanes and haloarene. So I am discussing this for PU2 students. Okay, so I just forgot to mention that this is for PU2 students. Okay, so here what will happen, here 2 questions are there, so you'll get a total of 10 questions is done, 10 marks. So now how much mark is there? 9 plus 4 13, 13 plus 3 16, 16 plus 6 is 32. Oh sorry, one second, 9 plus 4 13, 16, 16 plus 6 22, 22 plus 10 is 32. Then you have last section, section E, which is again 3 markers. Question number 7, you have to attempt 1 question out of 2 questions, and this is a what type of question? This is a numerical questions. okay, and here you will get 3 marks. Okay, so that takes out to be a total of 35 marks. But again, please listen, this is not a fixed pattern. This is what I have observed in 2 or 3 question papers. There are certain question papers where you have 3 questions to answer here, and I think 1 or 2 questions to answer in section 3. So there is slight changes in the section 2 and section 3. So like section B and C, 2 and 3 markers. So be cautious and you ask the pattern to your faculty itself. Okay. Now we will go to the preparation that you have to do before the performance, that I have told you, very important. So the first one here is time management. Okay, you have just 90 minutes and you have to write 35 marks of paper. So here's a small distribution that I have planned. You can plan according to your, once you know the pattern, how many questions you have to attempt in which section. Once you know that, you will be able to answer this. You have to plan this. Okay, so I'll give you an example. So for part A, if I see the pattern, just the one just I discussed now, in that there were 7 questions, right? Sorry, 9 questions. So we have 6 FIB and 3 MCQ, for example. So for 9 1-marker questions, 5 minutes is enough for me. Next, coming to part B, where I have to write 2 2-marker questions, 15 minutes I have given. Coming to part C, where I have to write 3 3-marker questions, I have given 20 minutes. Part D, you have to write 2 5-marker questions, 20 minutes, 10 minutes for each question. Part E is 10 minutes for your numerical. 1 question only you have to attempt if the pattern is the one which I discussed. And then revision, you will get 20 minutes to check your entire paper. Okay, and if you want to attempt any extra questions also, you can do. So in this, what you can do, revision plus extra questions if you want to attempt. So you can see this is a total of 90 minutes and the division is there. So this type of division should be clear in your mind before going to attempt the paper. Okay, that's the first thing. The second preparation what I want is special tips for part A. The part A for all the subject is MCQ plus fill in the blanks. Okay, this comes under part A, and this is a very, very special part, I can say, because we have certain rules to follow here, otherwise the marks will be deducted. So the first rule is it must be at the first page of the answer sheet. Means suppose your answer sheet is there, when you turn it, okay, in the first page itself the part A should be written. Okay, you are thinking I'll first complete the 5-marker questions, long answer questions, then I'll go part A, and you do it in the last. That is a blunder here. So never ever do part A at the last. You can, it has to be on the first page. If you are not comfortable now, you can attempt it later. Okay, you can keep time, attempt it later, but the first page should be reserved for part A. This is mandatory. Okay, please remember, even the board rule says that. The second very important thing is write the option and the full answer. See, last time there was only answer key, but it is always advised to write the answer, like the option and the correct answer. Okay, don't just write the options, don't write just the answers, you have to write both. Third thing, do not strike the answer, and otherwise it will not be evaluated. This is very, very super important point. Suppose what I'm explaining here is, suppose there's a question number 3. Okay, you have written first option number A, then you found that it is B, and if you strike this A and you write B after that, this B will not be evaluated. Okay, you have to be, it is always the first answer which is considered. If you have just cut it and you have written this one, that means you have not attempted the paper, or this B is definitely not going to be evaluated. Okay, so that is why you have to be very sure that you don't strike anything in this part A. So what you can do, if you are sure about the answer, then go and write it. If you are unsure about it, leave it for late. Once you complete the whole paper, come back to this and rethink about the question, recall whatever you have studied, and then finally decide and write the answer. But do not strike out anything here. Okay, next we have, in case of doubt, you can leave blank and you can leave spaces between the questions. So to look this page neat, so just leave one line between each of the questions. Okay, and there's a doubt in fill in the blanks, that whether we need to write the full sentences or only answers. So that is up to you. If you have time, you can write the full sentence, but that is not required. You can write only the answers. Okay, you can write only answers. Okay, Next, moving to the most important thing, decide the required number of questions. So you see that in every section, for example, here in part B, answer any 3 of the following questions, each question carries 2 marks. Okay, so you can see, as I told you, there were certain papers where this section B had you to answer 3 questions. There was certain paper where you had to answer 2 questions. So once you see this, you have decided that you have to answer any 3. Please read this question, all the 4 questions. First decide in which 3 you are super confident, you are very much thorough with that knowledge. Try to attempt those. Okay, don't answer any question where you are not comfortable when you have options. So definitely read all the 4 questions, then decide which 3 is the best one. Okay, next we have the thing is, yes, the golden tip that I have told you. Okay, so I have told you 2 golden tips I'll give you, but now I have added one more in my mind while I was discussing this lecture, so I'll tell you that also. So the first one is definitely refer to 24-25 unit test question papers if you are having. The old years question papers will give you an idea how exactly is the pattern, what is the difficulty level, what type of questions have been asked, or even you can solve certain questions of PU2 model paper final exam. You can select the questions, like for example solutions chapter is there, or for example stoichiometry chapter is there. So just select what all questions were asked last year and just prepare those questions. Okay, that will help you to have an understanding regarding the difficulty level of the paper. And second very important thing is subscribe the channel Diksha Karnataka. Now you might be laughing here, ma'am is doing promotion of the video and all, whatever you think, but I can guarantee you that we are giving you the best content possible regarding unit tests. We will be doing it for mid test, for pre-boards, boards, everything. Okay, so please do subscribe the channel. And I'll show you also why I'm saying you, we have done this content. Okay, we have done full second PUC chemistry revision, full second PUC biology revision, full second PUC physics revision, even the maths revision is done. This it was not published, so you don't have, but if you go to the channel you will easily find it. And not only for second PUC, for first PUC also the entire content is there. For physics, chemistry, maths, and even for biology also it is completed. So you can do one thing, these are all question answer videos, it is not any theory video. Once you have studied, please go and revise them so that you will get an idea what all things you have completed, what all things are left, what all things are important, and you will revise them. Now I'll go to my third golden tip, which I came across now only. Yes, so let me just write down. Third tip is, if you get time, okay, if time is left, if you have time is left, then answer extra questions. Okay, do not answer it in between. Suppose in section B there were 3 questions, you know all the 4 answers, don't answer all the 4 at that time. Answer only 3 about which you are very confident. Go to section C, then answer whatever is required first. After that you can give a heading extra questions and just write down each section and question number and the answer. So if any question from the previous one gets wrong, your teacher can evaluate here and can give you the compensation marks. But it should not be in between, that will be confusing for the evaluator also. So please attempt how much is required in the first section and then go for make a column of extra questions and attempt if you have time. If you don't have, that's fine. Okay, so that's all in this video, students, and I hope that it would have, okay, I have something more also, sorry. So in this I want to also tell you how are we going to prepare you for this examination, how are we going to help you. Already we have done a lot of videos. I have shown you 4 one-shots of first PUC, 4 one-shots of second PUC is completed. What's next, right? So we have something really interesting. You can see we have added some, this was the timetable of what we have done already, and we have added some special sessions for you people. What is this special session? So many students have requested to do a concept video for D and F block since we have not completed it in the Sankalp series. So that is there, that will be on August 8, that is today. We are going to release that. Next, you in mathematics, you will have a video where all the formulas will be revised by Ankit sir. Next, we also have from physics, many students have requested that they have moving charges and magnetism also in their unit test. So sir has taken here, Soumik sir has taken special efforts to record this video, to put everything that is possible so that none of the students get disappointed from us. Okay, so that is the special efforts that we have made for all of you. And now let me tell you which we have already planned. We have planned certain live sessions, okay, where you can come in live, you can ask any of your doubts. We will be dealing with MCQs, with some important questions, important topics. So everything will be covering in this live session, and you can definitely join. And here is the schedule of the live, but there might be certain changes in the time, but if you have subscribed the channel, you will get notification. You also can join our WhatsApp channel where we will be notifying each and everything. So the link of the WhatsApp channel is there in the description section. PDF notes, everything is provided there only. So please join it, and you can take a screenshot. So before every exam, because Bangalore, we are mainly targeting South and North Bangalore, so other students are also there, but we have the timetable of only these two I can say zones. So that is why we have planned accordingly. So we will be making live, and every student who is attentive, who is going for unit test 1, can definitely watch this live session and can come with your doubts. Okay, so the schedule is arranged like this. Okay, so that will definitely help all of you. So I think that's all we have in this video, my dear children, and all the best for your first exam, for the first quarterly test, that is your unit test 1. Don't take any tension, don't take any pressure. This is a very, very easy examination. You will definitely do wonders in this video, in this examination. Okay, so that's my wishes for all of you. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to subscribe the channel, because this is going to be your one-stop solution for all the exams. Thank you and all the best.